Hi everybody, happy Saturday. Hope you had a good start into the weekend, and I definitely had. And I just wanted to show you, like every Saturday, what I did / published in my studio. There's pretty much no new paintings, or other way around. There's some that, of course, I can't show you because the week after the videos are coming for that, but I'm going to tell you already what I did, at least have a tiny talk about that, so pretty much teasing for next week. I have been very busy this week. It was a good week. I was very creative. I, however, also got quite the shipments again, which always, well, put me into the spot where I itch so badly that I want to create and want to draw, want to paint, and want to play with the things that I get. So got a couple of pattern papers in different kinds of colors for some spring work that I already planned out and that I have to finish before, well, spring actually starts, so that I can give them to my family for decoration and also have some of my own for my dinner table. So that was awesome. So it's going to be quite the paper crafting over the next couple of days, weeks, whatever. I got some and I gotta show you because I'm proud as hell. And where are the others? Hold on, gotta go out of screen, just saw them. Yeah, fancy that, got a big studio. I got some new markers. First one, I got this box of artist brush pens, all 48 colors of Faber-Castell, and I got them late Thursday night. So unfortunately, yesterday I did only have like 30 minutes to play with them, so not really painted already, but tried out different colors, tried every color on a piece of paper to see how they behave, if they are real to the tips up there, and they pretty much are. So I really look forward to working with this box the next couple of days and paint some paintings, draw some doodles, all of that. And then I also got the nostalgic colors, or no, vintage colors, that's what it's called, of the Copics. And I really look forward to using those. I did already use the dark red, and just like all the other Copics that I have, oh, goddamn amazing. So I can't wait to go into painting with markers the next week. That's probably what's gonna happen in my studio. Although, and I'm going to the paintings that I published latest, I guess, I did plan out 2 other paintings for our newly redecorated hallway, and I'm very curious how they turn out. Where did I put the canvases for it? Well, no, I'm not gonna show you. It's going to be 2 paintings that are on multiple canvases, and I planned out which 2 photos I'm going to take from my vacation that I took, what 2 references and inspiration photos, and how I'm going to put them on canvas in acrylic paint. I want to do acrylics on these 2. So that's what I planned. It takes quite a bit, maybe like an hour per painting, to do the composition, the color scheme, all of that, which medium, blah, blah, blah. Especially if you have more than one canvas, if you have to split a painting over several canvases, it takes a bit of planning, so that's what I did already. And I do this kind of work when my videos actually render or they upload, and I can't do anything on my PC that that requires video or audio recording and whatnot while those 2 tasks happen, because yeah, my program can only do one thing at a time in a good way. So these like 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, depending on how large the videos are, I just use them to plan out new artwork, go on the composition, not the inspiration thing. That happens like all the time, and I can't really. I do always have a notepad or the iPad with me to write it down quickly when I have an inspiration, an idea, whatever. But the planning of the thing, the second step, happens usually when I work on video editing and waiting for everything to come together. Also, I finished a new art journal page, the one for this week. It's going to be up on Monday, so the last January one. Later today, there will be the art journal vlog of January already, because hey, it's the last day of January, right? So you will see the last page already, get a glimpse of it, but the way it comes together and what steps I took, which media I took, and why is going to be in the usual art journal watch-along videos on Monday. And if you prefer me not talking and have it done quickly, just want to peek, there's always a time-lapse version. If you want to go deep dive with me, there's the longer real-time narrated ones that usually are around 45 to 75 minutes. So they're really quite long. They're real-time, so what can I say? I also made a new Tiny Tuesday for next week, and it's well, it's not gorgeous, it's just quirky. I like it. I also worked on the last part of the huge puzzle that I have on my ceiling here. So I just gotta hang up all of the pieces and cut the video of it, and then I can show you what it actually looks like. And it's pretty huge. There's a lot of pieces that I painted. And that's what I did as well this week. But what I also did and published, first of all, let's go with the Monday one. The one that I published on Monday, I did actually paint last week, because I have to have time to edit everything, voice over and whatnot. So you actually see the watch-along videos a week after the page. So that one was meant for last week. And it was a scene that I painted of the Baltic Sea where I was on my impromptu vacation. I told you about that in my last Saturday vlog, I think it was. So that is the piece that I did. I still like it. It's quite wintry, and the more I look at it, the more I like this coastline back here. I'm not too happy with the cliff on the front, but it's okay. But I really like the feel of the page. It's definitely winter. It's definitely an ocean. It's gray, it's cold, it's icy. It's January. You can see that from the painting, I think. So that's what I published. That's what I did on Monday. On Tuesday, if you haven't been through all the videos of me this week already, I did do the Tiny Tuesday. This is just... I think it's funny, it's quirky, it's sweet with the rabbit. Valentine's Day is coming up, so I'm not really celebrating it, but I thought, well, the one art thing that I could do would be this tiny rabbit on the Tiny Tuesday that would work with the theme or the traditional way of Valentine's art, work, craft, all of that, you know what I mean? So I did that Tiny Tuesday with ink, permanent markers, that transfer picture that is, by the way, older than me pretty much, and those cardboard plants there. And I had them, these were all scraps. So this one actually is from back in the day when Germany was divided and I lived in the other part of Germany, so the country that's not existent anymore, and these were transfer pictures that were available late 80s, so maybe 87, 88. They had these transfer papers with that kind of artwork on it, and the artist that did that also was available on jigsaw puzzles and other things. So this is just a very famous style from the time back then. So I had it still in my studio. I still have a couple of those. And I think once in a while they will sneak into my artwork. I just liked it, and it was just a goofy thing to do. So the other thing that I really painted this week, so this is fresh off the easel. It's pretty much dried Wednesday night, I think it was. I don't remember. Because my brain is just not there. And I also published the video for it on Friday. So let me scoot back a bit. So ta-da! Sydney Opera House done for our hallway for one part. We have a huge hallway, so it's done for part one. And on the opposite wall, there's my green skyline painting, which is pretty much the banner of this YouTube channel, my Facebook page, all of that. So that painting is pretty much across from that. So I wanted to go with the same style, which is 2 colors only, and acrylics with art gel medium, and doing some architecture. So I went for purple, this one, because green and purple, I think they work nicely together, and they're fresh colors, and I don't get sick and tired of them easily, so that was one thing as well. I just really like it. It looks gorgeous in our hallway. I just brought it up to film, but it's actually hanging down there. And it's very simple. It's just, with this kind of painting, you can't really go for very many details. So I had to go for a subject that would easily be recognizable, though I did not really paint any details in that. And I thought the Opera House in Sydney would be perfect. I really like architecture, and I'm amazed by what you can do with steel glass and some stones, or wood. It's, oh gosh, amazing. So I really admire the Opera House and how it was built and what it looks like, the shapes, the material that was used, and that it's instantly recognizable once you look at a painting of just the outlines. You don't have to have real photograph of the Opera House to recognize it. So I thought that would be the perfect thing. Other buildings that were on the list to maybe paint them is, of course, the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge. I also thought about going for pyramids, like Egyptian or Mayan pyramids, but I thought it would be too much on the canvas, like you couldn't either see anything or too much, and the shapes would be too prominent but still too simple. Those are simple, yeah, sure. But if you'd go for the Egyptian pyramids, it's a triangle and a bit of sand. Not really wanting to do that, because I'm only painting the architecture. I'm not putting in any people or camels or whatnot, so that was not an option in the end. For the Mayan ones, I thought I'd either have to paint all the carvings in the stones, and then I would just only have a part of a pyramid on the canvas, or I wouldn't go for them at all, because it would just be chunks of whatever in the painting, because again, no trees around it that would be painted. So didn't go for it, but they were on my list. I did not go for the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge, because though it is very recognizable, I would have had to go with red than to say this is the San Francisco one and not any other similarly looking bridge on the planet. And I didn't want to go with red, because I wanted to go with cool colors, the cool green in my hallway already, so I went with cool purple, and that would not have worked out, at least not in my humble opinion. So didn't go for it, and I thought Sydney would just be great. It's another waterline underneath, just like with my skyline painting. So the repetition in both paintings is quite a lot, though it's different kinds of buildings on the other end of the globe, and different colors and different canvas sizes and whatnot. So I really liked going back to that style, which I painted, oh, let me think. I think it was 2007 or 8? No, 2008, I think, was when I painted the green painting. So here we are, 7 years later, and I'm going back to that style and painting another painting of those. So I really liked it. The one thing that I didn't do with the green skyline, but I did with this particular painting, is not only incorporating the black liners to make the painting look like an architecture sketch, but I also did incorporate a bit of white marker on a few shapes to lighten up the painting a bit, because it's quite dark and it's quite a lot of indigo that I put there. So there's huge parts of the building and the canvas that is just indigo. So that would be very flat, or maybe just too dark. So I thought with those white lines, putting them in there, you get a bit of a feeling for depth and dimension. So that's a new thing that I did, and I very much like it. It doesn't take away from the architecture feel, kind of drawing, kind of painting. So that was pretty much what I did this week, what I published, what I was inspired by, what I wanted to do. Well, there's other things that I did, like tons and tons of video editing and whatnot, but that's more on the, well, business side, not the inspiration painting side of things. So yeah, that was my week. I hope you had a good one. Maybe you had time to create something and well, express yourself on canvas, paper, cardstock, cardboard, stone, wood, maybe any other material. Who knows? I would be very happy for you if you had time to, well, create stuff and well, just be inspired maybe, and not be worn down by the daily routines of life. So if you have any questions, any ideas, any comments, anything you want to see, anything you want me to take or have a take on, just let me know. Comment section below, as always. I highly appreciate you liking or sharing this video. That would really mean a lot to me. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I do have art videos, board game videos, and cooking videos for you every day. So tune in tomorrow for another episode of the Gamer's Couch. And until next time with the artsy videos on Monday, have a very good one. Have a great weekend. Go create. Whoosh. Go. Bye.